To the Booze, your wild and crazy uncut news station. Alright. Island Park heroin arrests skyrocket in 2017. Nassau police say the small village of Island Park ranks third in the number of heroin arrests per capita in the county. Over the last 6 months, there have been nearly twice as many heroin arrests in Island Park than there were in all of 2016. Glen Inoglia is one of the residents who had witnessed the opioid epidemic hitting close to home. His 29-year-old nephew died a few years ago from an opiate addiction, and other deaths have followed. In fact, within a week or two around his death, there were like 4 or 5 others in Island Park that had either passed or OD'ed on opiates, he says. Rest in peace to him. Yeah, it's pretty sad. The business owner, Filippo Bellia, says he too has witnessed the crisis. He's actually come across a few employees that had on his business that had a problem with this. It's like it's right there. It's right at your doorstep, unfortunately. Even though the statistic in Island Park may seem alarming, drug abuse counselors say they're not that surprised. Jeff Reynolds says if you have a cluster of users who begin buying, selling, and trading with each other, it doesn't take a lot to begin to form a pattern. So if you have a couple people like, John, Jeff, Joey, Jimheimer, and Bodega, and they all start, buying. One guy buys, he sells to all his friends, and then boom, boom, and then other people. Then that's how you get that big thing, and then it just doesn't stop. Reynolds says more local treatment centers and post-addiction care are needed to battle the drug crisis on Long Island. Island Park boasts about 5,000 residents. The two much larger communities that are ranked higher than Island Park are Massapequa and Bethpage. It's crazy. Like, this epidemic is real. You gotta stay away from this stuff. You don't want to, if you get pain, your doctor prescribes you, and you're forced upon it, then I would just take it as the doctor's prescribed, and then towards the end, as the pain starts, as you're healing, cut it in half, cut the dose in half, drop it down. Then the week after, cut it into a quarter, drop it down. If you feel like crap, just stay. You'll eventually start feeling better. You gotta fight through it, and then just drop it altogether and just never go back. It's crazy because once you get hooked, it's nuts. Like, you can't, it's hard to get off. Like it's really crazy. Like, a lot of people just getting hooked, and the longer you stay on it, the harder it's going to be to get off. So if you're on for 5 or 6 years, you're going to have a hell of a time getting off. It's going to be like hell. But you can do it. The point, the best bet is to not get into it. So if you start doing it and you're in a couple months and something, I would just recommend now at least trying to slow it down or cut it in half. You could also use Kratom, which is a natural supplement that gives you the same feeling to get off of it. There's also Suboxone, but that's addictive too. But you have to get off of it you know, like, you have to do what you got to do to, you know, get off of it. And, you know, it's little baby steps you take, you know. So, like, say if you're on, like, Dope Fire Plus, and you want to drop it down to maybe, like, the Oxy, then cut the Oxy in half, then cut it to, like, a quarter, cut it, like, in fours, then use the Suboxone, I guess, afterwards, and then you cut the Suboxone in half for a little bit, and then you just stop it, and then you could use, I guess, take a little kratom afterwards a little bit for like a little bit, a couple weeks, and then just stop everything and just, you know, you'll have to fight through it. It's not going to feel good. You're not going to be like, woo, but this is what you got to do, because you can't just stay on an opiate. It's not a good idea. It's really bad. It's like, you could kill yourself accidentally. Your money will drain. You'll run out of money. People won't trust you. They'll be scared of you. So, yeah. Voo's News, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell and slap a like on this. And if you need kind of help getting off, just hit up the Facebook page, Voo's News. Just send a message, and we'll see what we could do and get you some help. Voo's News signing out. I love you all, no matter what. All my fans, howdy.